Hello everyone, welcome to the show. I am somewhat changing it up a bit. No doubt you probably can see in the title of the stream that we are going to try something a little bit different than normal. How is this going to work? I am not entirely sure myself, but the intention is that eventually I'm going to use this Tuesday slot to make a game. I have been working, critiquing, supporting indie games for almost 8 years now, and I felt it's about time that I allow myself to be the person that gets critiqued. And so I decided the best way to do that would be to actually make a game myself. This is probably not going to be the best. I'm going to do my best, of course, but as everything in this world, you can do the best you can do. So right now I'm sort of working my way through different game engines, trying to find one that I think is going to be the best for me and work with how I'd like to work. Of course, this is going to be completely completely just different to anything else I'm going to be doing stream-wise. But I really wanted to do something and make something. So this is what the stream is going to be about. So of course, if you wanted to chat about anything, you have any ideas, any suggestions, by all means, send them in the chat. If not, this is going to be basically me jabbering onto myself about what I'm going to try and achieve. I'm going into this with no real direction, but I do know that I would like to make a 2D game. That's gonna be, I think, where I'm going to start off, kick it off from, and go from there basically. So I'm just getting the everything ready to start making something. And if this fails, then it's just the way it is, unfortunately. Right. I did just trying to find where I installed the information. So I'm just in my own little world now, staring at this, trying to find where I installed this development program I downloaded. Looks like it's not here, which is somewhat interesting. I swear to God I already downloaded it. But that's no big deal. I can always download another one. Just goes to show that sometimes things just don't work out. Right. So my intention was to utilize some of the game design bundles that I received. I purchased a while ago from Humble Bundle and actually make use of them. Because I've got quite a few that I could make game bundles or something like that. So that's what my intention is. He says, hoping that he still has it all. If not, then we'll soon find out, won't we? Interesting. I'm just waiting for it to work. So I'm just getting it all ready. If you've just joined the stream, welcome. Hey Dee Dee. Nice to see you. Or I suppose nice to read you, I suppose is the technical one I should be saying. So I don't know if you heard me jabbering on just a minute ago, but basically I'm gonna make a video game. Oh, that's my intention anyway. So this is what this is gonna be. If I can remember what my logins were. Oh no, it's never a good sign. Just trying to remember my logins. I think this is the right account. If not, then I can. Yeah, I'm gonna make one. I'm actually gonna make a video game. That's the intention. I say with all the goodwill in the world. I'm not gonna. It's still gonna be good. It's just this is what I was. This is what my intention is. So I've got to learn something new on the fly. It's how I roll. Just waiting for. Basically, I had a account with Game Maker, and I'm just trying to see if I can recover it. So that's where I am right now. If I can't do it today, there's no big problem with it. Just trying to remember what my details were. Let's try this email address. It's been a while since I've done this, see, so it's like trying to remember what I logged in with and how it was set up when I first started this many moons ago. Basically, I'm going this pretty much from scratch again, so there's no predefined. Come on, one of these must work. I swear I signed up, but okay, I'll come back to that. That's obviously not working. So I need to find the. That's where I had it. Was it Game Maker through Steam? I can't. Really wish I can remember. It was. It was through Steam. There we go. I was like, when did I do it? I can't remember when I did it. And there we are. So they're just downloading it now. Oh, this is exciting. Been a long old while since I've done this. I have no idea where I'm starting. No clue. It's just gonna be completely like just trying my luck on this. Yes, my intention is that I'm going to make a video game today. Just wait for it to download. How are you anyway, Dee Dee? How's things for you? How you been? Wow. This is always the difficult part because now I'm waiting for it to download and launch. There we go. I'm launching it now, so hopefully This will work. Everything will be fine. It may not. I don't. I genuinely don't have a clue if this is gonna work. If this is us. You're bored to tears? Oh, what? My stream isn't that bad. Or is it? Oh, oh Nightbot. We should change that, Nightbot. That was a while ago now. Okay, welcome. Open. New. Create. Okay. Here we go. Right. Let's get these timers removed because that's just going to become a bit of a pain if that's going to keep popping up. No, I legitimately wanted to know how you were doing. That was not a judgment on you at all. I hope that this is going to be of some interest. Right. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the live stream scene thing. Hopefully this might capture what I'm doing on the screen. It probably won't, in which case I'll just have to quickly just switch this up. Could do a display capture or browser source, media source, window capture maybe. It might be the one. Oh, I think everyone's struggling with that at the moment, aren't they? Ah, here it is. This is the this is a screen I'm currently working on. Look how just full of information this is. Why is this not fit into screen? Okay, we're gonna have to fit to screen. Oh, that'll do. Move it down a bit. Yeah. Yeah, she said that she spoke to you last night. Right, so here we go. This is gonna be interesting. So there's my face. I don't know if this is gonna be useful or not. I don't know, but here we go. Right. Yes. I had a lovely chat. I say the word lovely. I'm gonna put that in apostrophes because it wasn't really lovely. But I had a chat with my neighbour on the other side, next to us. They keep having people visit and parking their car outside the front of our house, and then they had the audacity to turn around to me when I was unloading my car, telling me how hard it is, how hard lockdown was. I just basically told them, well, if everyone just stayed at home and didn't have visitors, we'd be fine, wouldn't we? And I think that was lost on them. It was totally lost on them. So I'm just moving around the boxes so you can see what I'm doing. Right. So this is it. This is me making a game. This is going to be interesting because I have no idea what I'm doing. So we have a few bits and pieces, sprites, sounds, backgrounds, paths, scripts, shaders, fonts, timelines, objectives, rooms, include file. Sorry, so there's lots of stuff in there. It's going to ask me to log in, and I don't remember my login. So I'll come back to that at some point. Okay, so it's not going to let me do anything until I've probably logged in knowing this, but we should be able to do some stuff in here anyway. This is a project and all. Okay, so yeah, no, I genuinely don't remember this. This was over a year ago that I signed up for this originally, and I just never did anything with it. But we've got some really cool stuff in here, resources. So we can create a sprite, and we can modify it and give it a name. So this sprite, we're going to give it a name. What should we call our first ever sprite? Let's call our first ever sprite Dude, because I don't know what this does or how this works. Modify the mask doesn't seem to do anything. Let's just click OK. So we now have Dude. Dude is an existing sprite. Google remembers most of my stuff, to be fair. If I was worried about having my stuff stolen or my identity information stolen, you know, there's easier ways to go about it. Google or these tech companies having my data is no different, let's be fair. So it actually doesn't bother me that they may or may not have my data. Right, can I edit the sprite? I can edit the sprite. This is interesting. This is like I said, this is completely new to me, so I don't know what that means, so I'm not going to do that right now. Yes. Oh wait, what was that? Great new sprite, yes. Oh, here we go. Oh wait, you're not seeing any of this stuff. This is the... Because I'm doing a window capture, you're not seeing all the other windows that are appearing following this. I'm going to have to share my desktop, I think. I think that's the only way I can really do this. Let me just quickly change this then. Let's remove that for now. Let's go in and... Wait, what did I just remove? Oh, that's a browser source. Still going to remove that. I need that. It's the window capture, right? That one. Yeah, get rid of that. Right. Let's quickly just flip this up to... This is going to have to be a display capture, I think. So you get to see all the stuff I'm doing. There we go. So we go to fit this to the screen. That's much better, isn't it? You can see my taskbar though. I might just move that down just so slightly, just so I should move it a bit more. You can see my follower goal and my other things at the top there. Okay, so this is the sprite editing tool, and this is my first ever sprite creation stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new sprite from scratch. Not entirely sure what this will do or how this impacts anything, so this is all going to be again experimental. So let's zoom this right in and let's just draw a sprite. Now, because we don't really know what we're going to be doing with this, how this all kind of works and all the rest of it, we're just going to do a really simple sprite. So I'm thinking something like this. Can I move this around? Can I do stuff with this? What have we got here? What's that tool do? Pixels the same color. Fill an area. I don't seem this. This doesn't seem like just a standard move function. It just seems to allow me to do stuff. But let's not go too crazy with this. This is all about. We're just going to do some simple sprites, so we're not going to go too crazy. There you go. Look how terrible those sprites are, but it doesn't matter, does it? It looks like a type of frog that's kind of like just chillaxing in the world. And because of what we're doing, and because this is going to be a continuous thing, I'm going to make a new subfolder, dev work. There we go. And we're going to put dude in there. Dude is a living creature now in the world. Have we done that? Okay, cool. Yeah, dude, disease exists. Okay, close. Sprite 1 is a thing. Now, what I think, Froggy Eyes, yes, it is indeed Froggy Eyes. What I think this is what meant to do is that we do all the different elements of a sprite, like different directions and whatnot. So I think this is all about like, oh, I just realized my. So what this is like the different like stages of a sprite. So like if it's moving or walking and stuff like that. But right now, I I don't even have the foresight of that information. But we are going to be playing this through part by part. Okay, so we now have Dude. Dude is a sprite, isn't he? He lives in this world of sprite. And we got some sounds we're not going to mess with too much. We've got some backgrounds here. So we're going to create a background. And it's called background 0. And we're going to do... How do we insert back? Okay, we can do multiple backgrounds. That's interesting. Take background 1 again. Edit the background. Now... Hey! Welcome! Welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream. Welcome along. I am doing some... Like, this is crazy. It sounds crazy, I know. I am trying to make a game. I'm learning to make a game. So what I'm doing right now is I am understanding the different windows, the different sets of information, what they do, how they work, and this is going to be quite a chill stream. So I've got some lo-fi music in the background playing while I go through this, and I'm basically just going to narrate what I understand, what I learn. I've been working alongside game dev, indie devs for over 8 years, or nearly 8 years, I should say. It's over 7 years technically, nearly 8. And I've been critiquing like people's work for a very long time, and I think it's about time somebody gets to critique my work. So this is the goal. So I don't know what these things are going to do. I don't know how they're going to work, but we're going to assume that some of this stuff is quite simplistic in their nature. And I'm just going to do some, like, I don't know what this is. I think this is going to be a cloud. This is a cloud. That's a cloud. That's what I'm going to say. It's not going to make much of a difference to the world, but that is a cloud. And I'm going to save this as a cloud. Excellent. That's cloud. Yeah, cloud. Good. Just double checking, and we say okay. So we have now it does mean a lot to Dude. Dude likes a good cloud in the background, doesn't he? Yep. Right, paths. So what's paths do? Paths. Select room background. Okay, so we've got a room here. We need to create a room background. So let's close that for a second. So we go back into the background. This is a background here. Uses a tile set. Not entirely sure what that means, so let's leave that for now. Oh, so we've got some interesting things going along the top here. Some arrows that mean something to some people, nothing to me, unfortunately. Select room background doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, so got a fixed location point, which is here. And we have another fixed location point, which is here. Oh, oh, okay. So tiles usually join as mosaics. If I was to like want a repetitive, repeating background of a certain design, I can create like a brickwork, for example, is a really good example of this, where you can kind of make it so that when you split it off, it becomes like a larger image that kind of like cascades across a certain platform, potentially. Okay. Oh, we now have another. Oh, we have some things going on now. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. We got okay, fine. Right, so we saved that. Not entirely sure what that does. Objects. What's an object do? Objects move. Events. Sprite. Okay, we have a sprite. We need to add an event. Step. Key press. Draw. Mouse. Create. Destroy. Alarm. Step. Key press. Key release. Keyboard collision. This is getting more like what I'm doing is the more complicated it's getting, but this is why we do this. We just jump straight in and we're like, gonna figure this out, gonna work on it, make it work, you know. Right, so if we say begin step, what does that mean? What does that do? It allows us to do, oh, start moving in a direction. And we can start moving in a direction straight along. Speed, I don't know, 1, I suppose, is a thing. Begin step, start moving direction. Speed set 1. Now, I'm not entirely sure what these other buttons do. They don't seem to do anything. Oh, what's these? Main, main 2, control, score, extra, draw. Oh, okay, move. Okay, so now I'm going to put another move in. I'm going to put another move in. Okay, so start moving direction. Speed of 1. I'm going to move down. Speed of 1 again. Okay. So we're moving this object, I'm assuming. And so we click OK there. Right, we need a room. That's what I'm thinking next. Let's create a room. Oh, this is interesting, isn't it? So there's a whole lot of information. There's a big, I think these squares are the room. Oh no! Our object's just been dropped in. Wow, that's cool. Okay, so we now, yeah. So what happens if we press the play button? What does it do? Oh, it's doing some cool stuff down the bottom there. Oh. It's moving! Look at it go! You go, son, you go. Oh, dude, you're making my day. You're making my day. Okay, that was amazing. Okay, so we want to now have another object. Create another object in that room. Now, okay, so we don't have any more sprites. I was hoping the background could be used as a moving object, but I suppose it can't be. So we're going to create a new one, and this is going to be cloud then. So this is the cloud sprite, and this one's going to be, if we think 32 by 32 is a square, if we want to make it slightly longer but not as high, so we go 64 by 32, which is quite a reasonably lengthy sprite. There we go. So we go into this. So this is going to be our cloud sprite. So it's a nice fluffy cloud looking thing. Make sure just don't forget to fill in the relevant bits. Right, so I thought that was so this is a walking cloud, or yeah, walking cloud we'll call this one. So we now know that we can make something move in a certain set direction if we set it in the paths objects, and that lives in that space that we created, which is the room. So what we're going to do now is add the cloud, and we're going to make this cloud move. Okay, we need to add an event. Okay, so begin step. We're going to move it right with a nice slow speed of say like 0.25, which is going to give it some nice slow speed. And then the other, oh wait, was that a path or object? It was an object, wasn't it? Dude, well, it started moving right originally at 1 speed, then we started moving down, so we need to do that for a while before we change path. So we want to start moving in a direction, and then we want it to change direction. So we want to change direction at a certain point. Ooh. That's cool, so we can tell it to move towards a certain point. Okay, that's what it means. I want a timer, I want to time it. Friction, I'm not entirely sure what friction is. I will just delete them. I can just delete them. Actually, just leave that as 1 for now. So now if we play that again, what we should see dude moving right, and then the clouds moving right also. Oh, we haven't put the cloud in the room yet. Well, there we go. He's moving to the right now as expected. So we now need to put cloud in the room, which is object. Is that one? No, that's dude again. We want 2 dudes. Right, so we need object 1. Sweet. And we're going to put it just above him. So now when we play it, what we should have is dude moving to the right and the cloud moving ever so slightly slower. That's so cool. Look at that. It's like a scene. It's like I'm building this scene, like an opening scene to a game where the character moves across the scene. That's so cool. Do I play Call of Duty Cold War? I'm afraid I don't own it, so I can't play it more than I don't play it. But I do play Rocket League, and I'm quite good at that. That sucks. Oh, I'm sorry. I just don't have it. I just don't own it, so I can't play it. I mean, I'm not a massive first-person shooter type person anyway. I could show you. On Sunday, I can stream it on Sunday if you wanted to see how I play on that. I haven't streamed Rocket League in a while, but there's some highlights of mine in the in my Twitch if you wanted to have a look. Right, so we now have some objects. So we have some stuff. Don't know what about backgrounds is still. Not quite sure how that works. Must be something to do with the room. Aha! Right, so background 1 requires a background image. Oh, wow. What's that do? That's cool. That's cool. So we're tiling it. That's interesting. So we could do some really cool stuff, I suppose. Might even be able to like stop at a certain point. So if we say, I don't know, 30. Oh, that did something. Oh, I see. It's just offsetting it. Ah, it's offsetting it. Okay, cool. Horizontal speed. What's speed mean? 60? No, not 60. It goes 6. Does that actually do? Seem to do anything right now. Not entirely sure what that means. Does it move the clouds? Who knows? Maybe it will move the clouds, in which case this is going to be interesting. Yes, it does! That's cool. This is like true experimentation. This is. Look at that go. That's cool. I like that. That's fun. You got that cloud slowly floating around. You could have some. I know you could do like you could have like a sunset scene, and you could have it shifting to the right as the character moves to the left to give the illusion of movement. I mean, this feels like I'm creating some kind of like opening scene, but it's not. I'm just experimenting with all the different elements and what they actually do. That being said, that does mean I do feel like I want to create a kind of bigger tile set background. See how that would play out. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, shouldn't have done that. Oh, what's going on there? Ignore that, please. No, I don't want to create sound. A background. Okay, so it literally just allows me to do that size. Oh, here we go. Right, so if we wanted to do like a big scene, like big. How big's the room? Let's cancel that for now. Let's go and find out how big the room is, and we can then sort of plan it around the size of the room. So the room is 124 by 768. So 124 into thirds. Can't do that kind of maths in my head. I apologise, everyone, but I'm not that good at numbers. We do know for a fact though we want to go into here. We want to create a new one. So if this was like 620 by 240, and we did some like interesting like hill kind of type scenarios where this kind of thing happened like that, we could sort of fill these in so we can have like the green and then like a slightly darker green. I mean, this is like really simple. Like I am not going to go too massive into this, but it's just to plan out how this could look if I was to build this game in this way. So the intention is now we have background 2. See what happens when we bring in background 2 and shift it into a certain direction. So with that in mind, if we now go back to the room and go back to the backgrounds, and we bring in background 2, there we go, that's nice. No, could you stop? Could we just move him? So let's say this was the case. This is up there. I know obviously this is using a lot of the space we have, but it's just to test it out. So now we want to make the tile go backwards in time. So if we said minus 0.35, with that. Oh no, that's I want to do speed, don't I? I go, is it minus 6 work? Alright, maybe it's minus 2. Would that work? Because I'm trying to send it the other direction. So if the positive number takes it to the left, then minus might take it backwards. That is incredible. Look at that scene. Just look at it. That's so cool. Just gonna leave that running for a while. I'm just so happy with that right now. It's just like the beginning of a game, which is fun enough because this is the point of this stream. It's the beginning of a game. So dude walks from the left to the right in a very nice fashion. That was nice. That was a nice fashion. That was. And basically we had the cloud moving slower over this top. So give the illusion of those clouds moving along the sky, and the background moves to the left to show that you're moving quite quickly. So those elements kind of together gives you the illusion that there's some kind of movement, there's some kind of progression. Something's happening, something moving on. So that's room 0. So that's the very first thing you see playing this game. Will be very first thing you see is room 0. That'd be like the opening scene, so you can have it move from left to right. This game's screwing along, and then you could have text pop up or something saying like whatever the game's going to be called. I'm not entirely sure. This is again completely no script. I have no idea what I'm doing. That being said, we have just by experimenting learned how to make the game move. So I'm very happy with that progress already. So the next thing you want to do is create yet another room, and this is going to be quite a big room, I think. So if you think this room at the moment is 1, 2, 4, I'm not entirely sure how this kind of works because it's got some views here. It's got some views, and we have some backgrounds, physics, objects. So we know object 0 is this one, I think. Yeah, it is. Well, we want to make another object which is controlled by the user. So this is going to be object 0 once again. or dude in this case, the dude is going to be now controlled by somebody. So we want to control dude. What does this do? Check empty, check collision, check object. I don't understand what any of those means, so it's got to be something to do with this. Add an event. Key press. Right. Oh, there. Oh. No, don't need more. No, don't need another dude right now. Right. Edit objects. Okay. Begin step right. Okay. Now, do I need to do one for each key press? Okay. That's right. So that is actually a key press state. Press left. Actions. Self. Left. 1. Excellent. Add event. Key press right. Oh. Stop it, dude. Add event. Key press. Let's just go left and right for now because we're not going to be doing anything. Space is going to be a jump. So left, right. Okay, so we're going to do right. And space. I'm assuming that jump is a jump. Jump to the start position. No. Jump to position. That's not jump as I expect. It's more like a teleport, isn't it? That's like if you do something like if you had like a dash or something, you could like move it, or you could do something interesting like that potentially. But we want it to jump. Feels weird because that does feel like it should be a jump, but it says like jump to position. So it's like you're saying, I need to jump to the position. Jump to start, jump to random position. What's that do? Move to contact and direction. What's that do? Bounce against solid objects. That's cool. And align to the grid. Well, no, none of those things. Almost feels like I want to go that direction, or like that direction almost. Like that is. Wait, did I put any? I need to just check that this has got a speed element to it. I bet. Right, here we go. So the intention here is that we're going to be moving it from right to left, or left and right, hoping that's going to work. And then we press up. It's going to do some kind of like jump. I don't honestly know. So we'll have to see what it does. And this object is in room properties 1. See what this does now. Right, so that's room 1. Where's he going? He's going somewhere. That was interesting. Let's see if we can do it again. I feel like I did something to it then. I shouldn't have had. Shouldn't have done it. I don't know. Right, it's not moving this time. Oh. If I press space, it just launches into the air. That's interesting. It has. Wait, did I change the wrong object? I did as well. I should have gone object 2. Ah. Oh no. That's why that event is. Well, that's why that event was there. Begin step. Move right. Speed 1. No. 1. Okay. Object 2. I don't need speed. I don't object 1 in now. I need object. This is up to speed object 2. And this is the one I want to move. So that's the one I want to do stuff to. So add event. Key press left. Why do they keep accidentally doing that? Key press right. And move self left. Speed 1. Right. Move right 1. No. So here we are. So we have, this is room 1. And that's room 2. So 0, sorry. So how do we change it from room 1 to room 2? How do we do that? That's interesting. How have I done? I'm entirely sure that does, so I go back. I'm entirely sure that does. Okay, excellent work. Run in debug mode. What does this mean? Not entirely sure. Okay, so this is the intro. And it's the objects that lived in this world. To room 1. And basically when I get to like over here somewhere, I want it to swap to room 1. So to do that, what do I do? Do I have to do a timeline? Timeline. Add. Indicate a moment. Step 0. I'm not entirely sure what that does, so I'll come back to that. Paths, objects, rooms. When we play, it does the first room. We know that works. So we want to link it so that it then goes into another room. I don't know what I'm pressing. I'm just pressing around to see what it does. Create an object, create a script, shader, font, object timeline, create another room. Okay, so pick and play gives us the function of when it moves from one position to another. We know this works. We know it does something. Nothing triggers anything now, so that's fine. Right. I'm just wondering how I get this to do something. Configuration manager, maybe? Add? Okay, that doesn't seem to do anything either. But I can make as many rooms as I want, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Right. So maximize this quickly. Okay, so we got room 0. We have objects, settings. Okay, tiles. Physics. Backgrounds. So that doesn't seem to let us do anything. Let's play, dude. Okay, manage. Right, so the intention here is to try and figure out a way to get it to move from one room to another room. I have suspicion I'm going to have to use some sort of script to do that, but I'm not entirely sure how that would work. And I don't know how to script. So what does this all do? Does it do anything? Right. So you got some rooms. They exist. They exist in this world. So what should we do? Should we focus? Insert room. Okay, so this just adds another room. Okay, fine. Insert group. Group. Okay, don't know what it does. Check references. I'm not sure what these things do. Kind of like going in this completely blind is madness. Okay. So, what we want to do is figure out or look into how we can make this work. Some key bindings. I mean, this would all make sense if I had some idea of what I'm doing. Built-in functions. Show built-in functions. Built-in variables. I just don't know what happened there. It just sort of jumped to the top. Okay, so I use this mouse scroll, I guess. Annoying. Okay, run normal, run debug, clean build, config manage account. Okay. So we're gonna try scripts. Find. Okay. What's these do? It feels like you're like saying, "Oh, show built-in variables." Interesting. That's room. Instance. Timeline. Okay. Built-in functions. Well, there's a lot of functions, isn't there? Is it an action? Lots of information in here, loads of code. It's like, what? How do you get started? How do you know what code to use? So it's a matter of opening up something. Right, let's have a look. So just move over there quickly. So what we want to know is how to game maker transition room. Right, just waiting for this video to work. What? Am I going absolutely crazy here? That doesn't look like anything I'm looking at right now. They're like in this resources, and they're doing some really cool like resources thing. They link stuff using some kind of relationship called workspace. Where the hell do they get workspaces from? I see workspaces. It feels like they're on a different version of the game maker to me. What one have I got? 1.4. Right, so let's have a look at 1.4, see if there's anything we can find out. What am I missing? Room transitions. It is a code. It is coding. I need to do code. Oh, not learn code. Easier than that. So basically, for us to get it to do something, we need to do a transition. And you do that by creating a transition in code. So we're going to go from room 01 to room 2. Right, so it's like room go to code, I think is the way it does it. So to do that, we need to create the code within something happens in the room. So we go into room 1, and let's say nothing is going on at this time. But what he was doing is basically saying, on event of, let's say, someone presses a button, So key press, which is, let's say, space bar. Then what he's done is said, we need to do something. Other score control code. And it was like like a go-to code. Let's have a look. Okay, save room underscore go-to. And then you put in brackets. And it's room 01. Okay, so that's what he typed. So now we've done that too. So let's run the program. See if this does this thing we need it to do. Fatal error. Action number 1, key press event for space key. Variable object 0, room 01, not set before reading it. Okay. I got an achievement for that, Steam. Thank you for that. Right. So back to the room. Back to the code. How do I set it then? Feels like I need to do something before I can do this. Aha. There is a piece of code he puts in as well. Hold on. So first thing he does shows it's working. He types in go to var instance create. That's a lot of typing. Wow, he's doing lots of code, and I'm like staring at it going, I have no idea what he's doing. That is madness, absolute madness in my mind. Okay, so at least we've got something moving. We have something legitimately moving from left to right. And we have the background that moves. We have objects that move. I mean, we've gone quite far already. But the idea of just learning code on the fly without showing you guys what I'm actually watching and then like doing, that's going to be a bit complicated because I don't want to sit here and just sort of watch stuff. So I have to try and figure out how I do that. But the idea is that we're going to be making something. With this whole stream is going to be about, this whole day, this evening, like Tuesdays, is going to be about making a game. Whether or not we stick to this specific type of game engine, I don't know. Because the idea of the code side of it is what's stressing me the most. Because I don't know code. So my concern is that I'm going to have to learn code, or that I need to know code well. I'm not entirely sure what one of the two is on this situation here. But that being said, let's just switch over to like the talk stream for now, because let's just save that for now. Close that. Right, I'm just going to quickly, because I had a friend recommend an engine to like a beginner's engine to me, so I'm just going to quickly try and find what that suggestion was. Kind of want low code requirements for this, but this is why we do things, is to learn. Right, when I asked the question, right, just waiting for it to load. Oh, this is taking so long. I was really hoping this would be a lot quicker than this, and I could get the answers I wanted already, but I don't remember when I asked the question to my mates, so now I'm just trying to find. The first thing I need to find is when I asked the question. The second thing I need to find is when he answered the question and what he suggested I use. I swear I had another one, or one I installed. Like an easier one, I think. I don't remember what it was called though, that's the truth. Alright, thanks. You know when your friends, when they're talking shop, they can talk for hours about stuff, and like my question was like, is like deeply hidden under like a pile of like statements and questions and stuff. So I'm just trying to dig back into it. I think it was really recently as well I asked a question. Trying to find when I asked the question is actually quite stressful for me. Only because I don't remember when exactly it was I asked said question. But hey, if you're in a chat room and you want to chat about something while I'm sort of doing some research, feel free to just have a chat with me. Right. Come on. Can't be that difficult to go back through history of dates of conversations. Can I open the conversation up in a different screen so I can see more of the conversation? No, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? It's be this silly, like, tiny window of conversation that I can then have to wait for everything to load, and then I can then just go like scroll through for hit max, and then I wait, and then I go wait for it to load, and then I do it again. Oh, come on. Right, come on everyone, we can do this. Well, if you want to see me play a game in the meantime, I'm happy just to stick something on. Might do some Rocket League or something if anyone wants to see that for the last hour or so. Thank you. I was super excited, and it's kind of those things. It's like I decided just like last week or so to just start learning to make a game with literally zero experience. And now I realise just how big a job that's likely to be for me. Oh. Why did they not just let me filter out the conversations, please? Oh. Here we go. So I've actually now found a way of expanding the view. Thank you. I'm glad that I'm doing a good job. I really need help. Right. Now I'm able to see more of the conversation. I should be able to get through this quite quickly. I say, hoping that's going to happen, which is unlikely. Come on. There must be something I'm missing. Yeah, hey K-Pays. Hey, yeah, I'm actually trying to learn to make a game. I've decided to learn to make a game. Right now, I'm trying to figure out what engine to use. Now, I started using Game Maker, Yo-Yo's thing, but I already got stumbled on basically how to, like, I've done some stuff, but I think I need to learn scripting or something, or coding or something, and I don't know it. So I'm getting very confused, and I don't know where I'm going with it. So I'm thinking Unreal on Unity at the moment, but again, I want to make a 2D game, so I've been told that Unity is a good choice. Just trying to think what I'm going to do. Okay, so for 2D, you might as well go for Unity. Okay, then I shall. Right. Here we go. First time user, yes. Okay. Right, so I'm downloading Unity right now. That's what I'm doing. Ooh. Download Unity with this fun guided learning path to create your first game today. That sounds exactly up my street. Stop trying to sell me the business plan, Unity. I'm literally downloading this hub thing that you've told me to download. Right, so we're not going to stick it in that location. That's crazy talk. I honestly, I don't even know how. I basically because I already work in a games company. I was thinking about this quite a lot recently about how I can kind of learn the ropes. So let me just quickly finish this. Yes, 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 yes. Ah, do I already have one? That's interesting. Might already have one. In which case, that is madness, because I didn't realize I already had a Unity account. Likely I do. Let's see. Continue. Right, so I have been emailed. So is it through here? Elsewhere? I don't honestly know. I can't honestly remember. I don't know if it's in this email or another email or. So I know I had it for work purposes. I'm sure of it. I don't remember my login at all. That's really bad of me. I should know what my logins is. So I realised that my pocket's been doing stuff and my phone's in my pocket been doing stuff without me realising it. Right, do I have any emails coming in yet from Unity telling me that my Unity account is being requested a reset? I'm really seeing that it's unlikely to have. Ah, damn it. I don't remember what it was. I don't. Damn it, I feel really, really like. That sounds like fun. Okay, so it might be this. Oh, what? Damn it. I've remembered what my thing was. I forgot your password. Uh, Send me to log in. Okay. Like Monkey Ball, you basically mean. Monkey Ball is exactly that. I love Monkey Ball, by the way. I've played loads of them, so I'm very much into. I love that kind of stuff. The balance, but Monkey Ball is like you balance instead of balancing the ball, you balance the world, and the ball just moves along the axis of the world. It's just cool. I mean, you could go as far as saying like Marble Madness or kind of like Snake Rattle and Roll kind of style as well, going along the lines of those kind of games. But ultimately, this is going to be, yeah, this is going to be that. So I'm having a real issue at the moment because the username that is mine is tied to an existing email address I no longer have, which is annoying. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to, aren't I? It's really strange because I like having my. It's a shame I can't just get my old email, my old one back. There might be a way. I might email them and just say I no longer have this email address. I would like my username back, please. This is what my account login is. I just can't confirm. I can't do anything about it. No, I am not a robot. Why would I want to click pictures of chimneys in them? I do for now. Whatever. Evs. Check your email for confirmation. Continue. Confirm your email. I just closed that window. Oh, I might show you my stuff I did in Yo-Yo just now, if you want. Okay, I'll show you what I did. You'll be so impressed. You're like, whoa, Noxie. What kind of craziness is this? I'll be like, yeah, man, that's how I roll. I think like in 2017 I got a Humble Bundle which had it on it. What are you talking about? That is definitely that is definitely email address I use because that's what I just used. What is wrong with this today? Unity's messing me up. Yes, okay. Even though I just did this. Yes. Why is it not allowing me to reset the password? That doesn't make sense. It is messing with me. It's just messing with me. There we go. I'm in. I'm logged in. There we go. Excellent. Cool. Continue. Let's give those. Let's go back to the live screen. Okay, so this is Unity. My details. No, I don't need to add any seats. Okay. Yes. I don't know what it's supposed to be doing. It's I don't understand what you're saying to me, Kay, on that last bit there. You say it seems like you have someone more knowledgeable to chat to. I don't understand that statement. Oh, do you know what? It's because it was red. It's because when it mentioned me, the block of text came up red, and I was just like, what? What was this? What does it say? I genuinely thought it was you. I was like, oh, okay. Sorry. Oh man, I am. You can tell I'm just trying to learn this stuff at the fly. Right. Yes, that's the one I picked. Yes, that's the one I picked. Yes. 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 What's it doing? Unity's been weird. It's not letting me move on. Click that. It says create ID, which I've done. Okay, here we go. Title the project. Dude. Platformer 2D. Yes, please. Continue. And it's cool. It's got. It's down. Okay, so I'm now downloading Unity's My First Game, which is a micro game, which is a platformer, which is what I want to build. We can do this. Two six switch over the PC to change my phone. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, welcome back. Right, so now I've got this really annoying downloading the Unity thing happening. It's got like a bar at the bottom. It's like the bar's increasing. So that's going to take a while, I think. So shall we play some games while we wait for this? Oh, actually, let me show you the stuff I did on the other thing quickly on Game Maker. And then I might play a game end of the night. Maybe this Rocket League or something, because that's nice, easy, small bursts of stuff. Right. What? I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. I know as I stuck it in games. Oh no. I pressed the wrong button. Now it's all going crazy. Dev work. Editor. Data. I don't know where it is. It needs to be a project file. I see. I can't find it. It's there. Where's that? I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. Here we go. Right, let me just do it back to live screen. There we go. So this was over. It's over a bit. Didn't need to do that at all. Okay, so let me just press play. Show you what I did. Here we go. This is the first thing I ever made in a game engine. So it's like an open segment. So we have a background that moves. We have a cloud that moves, and we have a dude that moves. And then what I tried to do is if I press space, it's supposed to then I'm trying to then transition it into the next room to start the game, but this is where it goes. This is where everything then started to cave in for my brain, because I think I have to do some sort of scripting. So what I did is I went into the room, sorry, and then I basically went into the object, and then I basically said if move rooms can be done in the drag and drop stuff. What drag and drop stuff? What's drag and drop? Oh, no. Okay, so yeah. In your objects. Yes. You have 4 main sections. So this will be object 4 main sections. Properties, events, actions, and drag and drop. Where do I find them? So I can see objects. Oh, objects. I can. Properties is there. Double click that window. Okay, this window. Okay, yep. Got move, jump, path, main, control, score, extra, draw, add event. Left to right on that window. Oh, wait, I see. Events, actions. Oh, and this is the drag and drop. I see, I see, I see, I see. Yeah, I'm with you now, I'm with you now. I'm with you now. Properties, this is the properties, this is the events, actions, and dragons. Okay, you have two options when making the games in Game Maker. Okay. You can use drag and drop visual scripted system, which are easier for those. Okay. Yeah, because what I was trying to do is execute a piece of code, and that's where it went awfully wrong. So when I add an event, which is like, I don't know, any key. So what I want to do is go to next room. That's cool. How do I tell it what the next room is? Oh. In the rooms file, you have a number of rooms. Next room, the object is it. Oh, so, okay, so what if I've created a different object? Because what I was finding is that the first room I was creating it, I was making it basically this begin step thing, is making it move from left to right. Yeah, sure, actually, that's a good idea. Hold on. I'll try and turn down the music in the background. Hold on. How do I turn it down? Just bear with me on this. I've just started using this thing today, so I don't know actually how. Oh, it is. Bring that down. There we go. Don't wanna have it too loud, right? Okay, I'm gonna go to Discord and go down to gaming lobby, chat lobby. Hey. Let me just turn you up because.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I'm just gonna turn you up a bit. Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Is that my audio? Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you at all.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I know why. Alright, I know why.
And your icon thingy in Discord isn't coming up with green. Nothing's coming through from your end.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I had it pushed to talk, and I forgot I'd done that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Just reinstalling Game Maker.
So I found this room transition, which is cool. The first question I had for you is because I've created a specific begin step, which is a first room. Will that try and then do it in the next room?
Share me your screen quickly.
Okay, hold on. If I share here. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a pain because it's going to try and share the entire. Hold on. Wait, hold on. It's trying to share only a bit of the screen, so give me a second.
Okay, no worries.
Oh wait, is that the right one? Yes. There we go. So I'm sharing it now.
Yep. see.
So what I've done is I've basically created a beginning step, which is what is making the character move from left to right automatically.
Okay.
Is that going to be better as a path for that?
It depends. I mean, it depends on kind of what you're trying to achieve with it, really. So what's your goal? What are you trying to do exactly?
Well, the first room I wanted to make it like an opening scene, like a very first screen that you see with the characters like moving along, like almost like the intro screen, and then the next screen is going to be where we start playing the game.
Okay. So you may want kind of, the way I'd approach this is having kind of two different objects, one for the intro screen and one that handles kind of your player movement.
Yep, that's what I've done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because otherwise you'd have to start getting into things like state machines, and that's kind of outside the scope of the standard drag and drop stuff, which I'd imagine you'd prefer at this stage.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So what exactly do you want to happen within this intro screen?
Nothing. So I just wanted, basically what I wanted to do is have it running as it is. So I'm not doing anything magic with it right now. I just want to know I can do it. And now when I press any key, I want to move into the game. That's all I want to happen right now.
Okay, fair enough. So in your any key at the moment.
Yep.
You have it to go into the next room, don't you?
Yes.
So in your rooms folder, I think I see 3 rooms there.
Yep.
So wherever this object that you have open now, whichever room you place that in, when you press any key, it'll go to the room underneath that one.
Okay.
There is an action in there within where the room actions were that lets you specify a room rather than go to a next room. I won't remember which one it is until I get Game Maker installed, because I never really used the drag and drop system.
It says maybe it's different. There you go. Different room. It is.
Yeah, there you go. So there you can choose the room from the drop down and then get rid of the original one.
Yep.
That should be it. You can go ahead and test that out if you want.
I will. Because what I've done is what I'm trying to do is next is, so this is like the intro of the game. Any key it. Oh my god.
There you go.
I can actually move up the keys. That's cool. I was trying to get a bit of jump, but again, I was like, interesting enough, when I press button, it just keeps moving. It doesn't stop when I let go, so I need to do something about that as well. But there we go. That is at least it's now moving around as I hoped it would.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So basically, so this is what I'm saying now. So we're moving in a direction, but we want it to stop when you let go of the key.
Yeah.
So do we need to add an event to say stop when the key's no longer being pressed?
You can do, yeah.
Right. Key release.
Make Studio installed. So let's.
Key released is no key. And I don't want it to move. So we basically want to say key release is no movement, if I'm right. So let's run that, see what that does. So basically what I'm doing now is so I got the opening sequence, which is this thing. Okay, oh. Right, so it doesn't, I can see it sort of trying to move, but it's not.
So,
hold on.
Let me just run you through some of these keyboard events quickly.
Okay.
So if you open your events.
Yep.
So in there you've got key press, key
Yep.
release, and keyboard.
Yep.
A key press event fires the moment a key is pressed down, and just that one moment. And key release is obviously when you kind of lift your finger off that key. That kind of goes without saying, right?
Mhm.
Keyboard events happen for the entire time that that key is being held down. So that might help you a little bit. So what you could do alternatively.
So instead of trying to put in a press, hold on, let me just move these out. So we're basically saying if I click left on the keyboard, we're going to go and move left at a speed of 1.
Yeah.
And if we put another keyboard event of right, we're going to move right at the speed of 1. Now, this jump is what's confusing me a little bit, because that makes me think the character's jumping, but that's not. That's feels like it's a teleportation more than a jump.
So what do you have at the moment for jumping?
I don't. That's what I'm needing to figure out.
Okay. Let me see if there's. Okay, so do you have like a solid floor or anything?
Not yet. No, this is what I'm going to build in this room. So this room is going to be the game room. So I need to sort of start building floors and stages. And before I do that, I just want to see how I can control what happens to the character.
Yeah.
Because this room here is going to be like the first level room as such.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Every time I click somewhere, it creates another character. It's really weird.
Yeah, that was one of the most annoying things about Game Maker back in the day. The room editor is a little bit dodgy, so to speak. It wasn't always kind of the best made editor.
Yeah, because if I wanted to add in, like a floor in, do I add it in as a tile?
You'd probably solid objects. There is a way to do it with tiles.
Mm-hmm.
What you can do is if you have kind of a sprite sheet or something like that, you can add it in as a background and specify in the background properties. There's a button called use as tile set, and you can just specify the width and height of each tile, the offset, and things like that. And then what you could do is just have like an object of the same size as that tile that's just kind of invisible and solid. That's one way of doing it. Alternatively, you can just have a sprite that's kind of, say, 32 by 32 is the standard size, and just kind of have that as like a block.
Is it an object or?
Yeah, so what you want to do is create a sprite for your floor or your wall or whatever it is you're making.
Yep. 32 by 32. I'm just gonna paint it completely green so it's easy for me to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's gonna call the floor. And that's in already, yep. So I don't need to put any events in, no?
No. So what you want to do is just tick the solid box.
Yep, done, yep.
And that's it, okay. And then the way collision events work with objects are kind of weird. To be able to actually register collision with solid objects, what you want to do is go into your player object and add an event, and there'll be a collision event where you'll be able to select your object. And the weird thing is, you don't actually. All you need to put in there is, well, just a comment action, which you'll be able to find think under control. Yeah. So if you go into control.
Yep.
Where you see code, don't worry, you don't have to write any code. But the third one along is like a triangle.
Yep. Comment. Yep.
And yeah, you just want to put that in, and you can write really whatever you want in there. Just put like collision with floor or something. And the reason that works as collision is that if you don't have an event for something, it won't. Kind of behind the scenes, if you say you have an object,
Yep.
with say your player, and you have the floor. So in this example, if you don't have a collision event, it will not check for that collision. If it does, then it will. But you don't necessarily need. I don't know how to word it. Just trust me when I say that it would work as it is. But yeah, so now you'll have some kind of collision with solid objects. Let me just make a new project quickly so I can follow along.
Yeah, sure. So I'm just messing around building platforms at the moment. See how much I can get done.
Yeah. I'm just gonna make my player just a blue circle, I guess, and then I'll have my floor, which I'll do the same as you, just fill it green. That is absolute fine. I'll create room, I'll create object. Got my object 0.
So take it paths are like for obstacles where you can make them go up and down and stuff automatically.
Yeah, so with paths, you'll have. Are you familiar with like spline curves and stuff?
What, sorry?
Spline curves?
No.
Okay, so basically, with a path, you can click to create nodes, and it will draw kind of lines between them. It'll draw kind of lines between the nodes.
Yep.
You can have things follow paths, or you can kind of, in more advanced scenarios, create paths just simply through code, so automatically. But that's a bit more advanced. That's something you'd usually do for like proper AI and stuff. But essentially, yeah, you can create these paths. You can, in the path editor, it's nice because you can kind of have the room showing in the background with all the objects, and you can create the path kind of around everything. But yeah, you can set objects to kind of follow paths. So
that's cool.
Let me just add in what you've got. So you've got a keyboard left, and you've got a move left with a speed of 1. I'll duplicate that to be a keyboard right and change speed to be right by 1. Did I set that? Yeah. And then I'll have a collision with object 1 and just make that a comment. And if I just set up a little room here, I have my player, I have my object. Let me just see. Let me just make sure I have the right stuff so far.
It's fine. I'm going to mess around with this anyway.
Okay. And in theory, yeah, that's it. So
Stop moving. Stop moving.
Oh, does it not stop?
Oh no, wait. I'm just seeing what happens if it hits the collision thing. Look, hey, it stopped.
Again, I can't really explain why that works.
Hey, it's fine by me. I don't mind. Oh, I think I know. Oh wait, I might know why. Give me a second. Let me just double check this. Because this should be technically sprite dude object 2. That object. Okay, good. It says start moving. Okay, so that's what I think I'm doing wrong. Is I'm telling it to start moving into a direction, I'm not telling it to stop moving in a direction.
Okay, so what you can do is then when you release the left key, you can have it move at a speed of 0, right?
It's more that I want it to stop.
Yeah. So if you have a key release event, so the left key or the right key, or you probably want one for both. Then
Yeah, but if I'm using a keyboard, why would I need the release?
Because then you can tell when the key's released.
Okay, so we want to add an event which is... No, hold on, that was already an event. So we basically want to say stop.
Just stop. Yeah. So what events are you adding?
So far I've got a keyboard event left and a keyboard event right.
Yeah.
And now I want to basically say when released, stop. So that's what we're saying here.
Sure, that's a release left and a release right.
Yes, I think it is. I'm going to test it anyway, it doesn't matter. Even if I get it wrong, it doesn't matter. It's all about learning, isn't it? There you go. Oh, it's moving when I tell it to move.
There you go.
Yeah.
You probably could change the keyboard event to key press.
I tried that, but it didn't seem to work.
Okay, that's fine then.
I mean, I can always go back and because now we know it works. We'll have a little play around with it.
Yeah.
Because originally I had this as a key press event. It didn't seem to do anything. Oh, you stop trying to create multiples of the same thing. My add event, key press event left, and we said move self left speed. I'm gonna put 2. 1 felt slow.
Yeah. Back in the day, I think I used to use 5.
I'll probably go up to 5 eventually. I'm just learning the ropes slowly first.
Yeah.
So this is going right. This is going to...
Oh yeah, actually. It's a bit jumpy.
What's that?
That might just be my room speed. Let me see if that helps.
Ah, it's much better. Can't move past it. Can't get past it. That's fun.
Yeah.
So now what we want to do is insert a jump element to this.
Okay. So what you want is a key press up.
That's what I was thinking. I was actually going to think a key press space. Would that be...
Or space.
Yeah. Okay, so add event, key press, space. Go away.
I'm just...
I'm going to move this out of the way, I think, because I keep pressing on the screen. It's really stressing me out. Okay, so key press space. So, am I...
Sorry, what was that?
Am I going to need... Is it going to be moving up? Is that what we're going to be doing, like moving up?
We can make it a jump.
You can make it a jump.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
So it says jump to a position, but...
Okay, leave that for now.
Jump to start. Jump random. Ah?
So, the thing with jumping is that we don't want to just be able to jump an endless amount of times, right? We want to be able to have some form of gravity, don't we?
Yes.
So, there's different types of actions. I think off the top of my head there's 3 types? 2? 3? Okay, so there's basically 2. Fair enough. So there's conditions or actions the conditions, well, the actions, as you've seen, are kind of like the. Have you seen how some actions have a slightly different shape? Like some are blocks, some are kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, like octagons, kind of.
I don't see that on my screen, to be honest.
So if you go into control, for example, under
Yep.
questions, there's a few that are like a slightly different shape, a little more rounded at the corners.
There's a check empty, check object.
Yeah. So those are conditions. Those are kind of what you'd have in an if statement, for example.
Yep.
So what we'd probably want here is the under questions, the third one along is check object.
Yep, got that, yep.
We want to apply this to self, and if you set the object to your floor, and what you want to do is at the bottom there's a box called relative.
Yep.
You want to check that.
Yep.
And what that means is rather than checking at a specific xy coordinate, you can have your object's xy coordinate plus whatever's in those x and y. So if we were to now say y of -5, that would, because relatives check, that would be 5 units below our object rather than at x0, y -5. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's what the relative checkbox does. If we were to uncheck that, that would check at the coordinate 0, -5. But obviously we want to check below in the y position because we only want to jump if there is a floor below us, right?
Yep.
So if you can just press OK on that. And now, in other, you can see there's these little triangle bits. Can you see them?
Oh, go back to objects. Oh, I don't see other. Hold on. There's
So
other.
In control, first
Oh,
you've got your
yep.
questions.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got. Yep. Yeah. Got triangles.
So,
Yep.
obviously, in an if statement, have you seen an if statement before?
I've written in if statements in Excel loads.
Okay. So, obviously, you don't want. Well, if we were to just add an action, or if we were to just add like a move action below this, you'd only be able to put you'd only be able to do one thing. But we also have these little triangles, and this starts what's called a block.
Yep.
Everything inside of a block will happen if the condition for that block is true. So if you just drag underneath if there is an object at position, drag in the one that's pointing up,
Yep.
and it will say that's the start of a block.
Yep.
Every action you now put in there will apply to that block. So if that condition, if there is an object at the position, it will do everything within a block, right?
Yep.
So under move, there is which one is it? Speed vertical, and it's like an arrow pointing down.
Arrow pointing down. Oh wait.
So under move.
Yeah. Speed vertical. Yep. Got it.
And I think you need a negative number here, if I remember correctly. I may be wrong on that. It doesn't need to be relative because chances are we're not moving vertically anyway.
Yep. I've put a -2 for now.
Yeah. You may want to put that a bit higher, but you can play with that later on.
Yep.
Now, that's going to get us moving up, but we don't have any kind of gravity yet. Luckily for us, there is a specific variable built into GameMaker, which is literally gravity. So if we add a create event, what we can do is also under move, just to the right of the vertical movement, is a set gravity. So you see it?
Yep. Yeah. I got it. Yep.
So if you open that, it'll ask for a direction and gravity. Now, for direction, 0 is right, 90 is up, 180 is left, and 270 is down. And obviously, well, in this scenario, we probably want our gravity to go downwards, right?
Yep.
So we want 270 in that.
Oh, 270, sorry, yep.
And your gravity, you can just put for anything for now. I guess 5. In theory, I think that's it.
Okay.
I haven't done kind of drag and drop in a really long time, so this may not work first time.
That's fine, but this is all about learning. So do I need to end the block now that we've put some conditions in there?
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Right, so now we're saying if any of these things happen, do these things.
Yeah, do everything inside the block from top to bottom.
Okay. So let's click OK and see what that does to the play style, if anything at all. Okay, of course. But we can work for it. It's fine.
I just kind of fell through the floor. I don't know about you.
Right, so space isn't doing anything right now, and I'm not falling to my death. I'm not plummeting or anything, which is interesting. I'd have thought I'd have been doing something like that.
Yeah.
Definitely pressed. Okay, so we're not told when we're not told to do anything, so we need to tell it to go somewhere. I think. See what that does. So space hasn't got. So when I told it to go space, I told it to press space. It was told to do nothing. So it was literally doing nothing. Right. So let's try it now. Whee! It's not stopping. It's still going.
Are you just kind of endlessly going up?
Yeah.
Okay. My other suggestion, I guess what we can do is move that set the gravity statement to a step event, just a standard step event. And then vertical speed, just kind of bump that up a bit. You'd ideally want something higher than the gravity.
Well, if we put 6, I think I've set gravity to 5 anyway.
Yeah.
So that should be, if I'm right, that should be like a jump of 1. If that's gonna work, like logically like that.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, it seems to do so. It's like I'm slowly moving up but not like. Oh, wee!
Mine's not working great at the moment.
my character just fell through the thing and just plummeted.
Yeah, mine does that after a while.
Right, let's try giving it a speed of 7. I think I need to put in a release event in here or something. Maybe. It says start moving in a direction, but there is no stop moving in a direction. Move free. Set friction. Reverse horizontal. And jump just does nothing. I don't know what jump does, so I'll just leave that for now. Now we get to tweak it around a bit. See how this rolls. Interesting, like now I've got a title screen. Now I can move my character around. Oh. Okay, if I press
this is kind of doing what mine's doing. Okay. Let me just make sure that up is negative. Yeah, up's definitely negative. Just had to double check that. Guess what we could do is wonder if we do that, if that'll make any difference.
Maybe I need to stop. Should I? If I go to a point where there is no object, how do I make it fall down the hole?
Ideally, that's what the gravity does.
Okay.
I haven't really made a platformer in Game Maker for like a really long time.
That's fine, because I think my Unity thing in the background may have... Yeah, it's finished. So we can move over to that if you want.
Yeah, can do.
Sweet. We'll come back to... I'm not going to give up on this project. This is going to be like... this is going to become like a separate... Yeah. Separate project. Let me just quickly switch this over while I wait for that to load. Just wait for it to initialize project templates, apparently.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help, by the way. Really appreciate it.
As long as Game Maker.
Huh?
I like to think I'm good at Unity. I had a job with it for a while.
I'm hoping to at least understand how these things work. I work with tooling, so I should be able to get this quite quickly, I'd hope, but I've never coded in my life, so... I say never coded. I used to code... I can't remember what the program was called on Spectrum ZX and a Commodore 64.
Oh, nice.
Back in the day, but I had this like code book, and it was like, oh god, it was so thick. And it was like, and then I used to buy the Game Master magazine, and they used to have in there like every week they would have a different bit of code, and eventually after so many weeks you would have you'd actually make a game. That was quite good.
Yeah. I have an ebook that's for writing like arcade games, and it like actually runs on hardware. There's an online kind of development environment called 8-Bit Workshop, and you can write code that compiles to like a load of different old retro hardware. It was actually really fun. Yeah, what I'd recommend is just kind of going through this tutorial, just let it run its course, and by the end you should have a platformer.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. I've never done the built-in Unity tutorials. They're a bit after my time with Unity. They're kind of a newer thing. Back when I was using Unity, I used the online tutorials on the website. They have like a rollerball one where you make like a little enclosure where you roll around this ball with physics, and you'd like collect these. The aim is just to collect the coins, and once you've got them all, it'll come up with you win. And that's kind of what I started with for my first game, and then I got rid of the walls and started building this little world to move around in with different obstacles and things, and it was good fun.
That sounds like fun. I really I can't wait to get to a point where I can start doing this by myself. This looks this looks like more my style anyway already, because it looks like you just put stuff in here and right, press start to begin, it says. Select start to begin. Where's start? Oh, at the bottom. I see.
Ideally, I'd like my engine to look a little bit like this one day. At least the editor for my engine. But we'll see.
Ah, this is cool.
Yeah, so this is kind of like, I guess, the final final product?
Yeah, I think it's sort of like just showing you how it kind of works.
Yeah.
The music's kind of cool. It's conflicting with the music I'm playing in the background, so let me just quickly just stop that for a second. Just so it is literally like I could hear two tracks of music at the same time. That was somewhat confusing me. Whee! Oh no! Oh. Uh-oh.
I like the player character. He looks cool.
It does. Nothing I could draw would ever be anywhere close to this.
Oh, same. I can't draw to save my life.
I'll give it a go though. Oh no. Right, if I control, like, so, okay, so I've exited play mode now. So we've had a little go. Right, select object in game option hierarchy. It's time to make your first modification, which is changing how high your player object can jump. Ooh.
Oh, fancy.
So the max speed property affects how fast a player can run. To modify this, you have to edit the max speed field. Edit max speed property in the inspector. I'm going to change it to 4. Now play test with the new speed. Oh, a lot faster. Whee! Oh no. Right, there we go. I'm getting this. I'm slowly getting this. Right, you can save the changes. Save. I just realised the screen was slightly off. Actually, if I just go full.
At some point, I'll see if I can find a little project I made in Unity. It was really cool, and you like ran it on your phone, and it would be like, so you'd see your camera, and you'd have like a door appear, and you can walk through it, and you'd actually like move into this. I think it's on my portfolio. Let me check.
Hierarchy and scene view. So hierarchy takes a list of everything your current scene that is open in the editor, and scene is what you see in the game. Okay. Hand tool. Hand tool. Pan the screen around. Ah, cool. So you can sort of. Ah, sweet. That's cool. Right, that's.
Let me send you my portfolio because I actually have a video of the project on there.
Yeah.
Let me message you it.
What's down here?
I don't think I've messaged you before. Let me go.
Ah, it's an alien down there. What he's up to?
There, and the third project down, AR portals. And there's a video there, which is admittedly filmed just kind of in my front room. But you just kind of, and that's kind of what you'd see on your phone, and you just kind of walk through it, and you'd be able to like walk around it as well, and it was really cool. I was really proud of that.
Ah, that sounds amazing. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that game. Back when I was starting university, they have like a big Discord server, and they had a game jam on, or they did like these monthly challenges, and they'd have different themes, which I didn't really enter initially.
Yeah.
because they were kind of like very art oriented. But they did one that just had no theme whatsoever, and it was just kind of a do what you want. So it kind of became more of a game jam in the end. Well, I say that I think I was the only one that made a fully fledged game, but I made that in Game Maker Studio. Um, I'm kind of hoping I still have the source somewhere for this. I'm not sure if I do. I think I lost it on my old hard drive, which I do still have, so I could probably recover it.
That's cool.
Actually, let me see, because I did copy over my project.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have it anymore. That's a shame. But yeah, I had what I call planetoid planes, and I made it in Game Maker, and it was kind of like a sandbox game where it was kind of like Minecrafty, where you'd kind of mine and craft things. But rather than being like this whole terrain, it would be on these procedurally generated planets, and each planet would have different resources. And I did really want to make it into a fully fledged game afterwards, but I just never really got the time. But it was really good fun.
Ah, I'd be interested to see that.
Yeah,
What's going on?
I may well remake it at some point. At some point, I was planning to kind of, yeah, I mentioned it in my portfolio, but I was planning on porting it over to a custom engine and improving it, so to speak. And who knows, maybe one day I'll get around to it, because it was a really good game. And it had like all these creatures. You'd have butterflies flying around, there were penguins, there were scorpions. You had a desert planet, you had a tundra planet, your kind of standard plains, and there were like bees. Like in trees, you'd have little beehives, and I wrote a little AI where you could have bees that would enter and exit hives, and it was really fun to make. And I do really hope I still have the source somewhere.
It'd be cool if you did.
Yeah. Let me see where this game is, where my Game Maker projects are stored, because it may still be in that folder. I hope it is.
Ah.
It's in my documents. Game Maker projects. No, I don't think I do. Oh, actually, I have it as a backup, I think.
Learn about how to add content to your game using the prefab. Using a prefab. Continue to the next one. Add an enemy. Click save. Yes. Start to begin. Here we go. So we're going to learn some stuff now. So drag an enemy to the scene. Click and drag the enemy prefab from the project window into an empty space.
Yeah, I still have it. I found it. That's made me happy.
Oh, okay. Empty space, said. I feel like it's like, there we go. Two enemies now. I can hear some game music in the background going, boot, boot.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Good.
that's me, I think.
Yeah.
Going through the headphones.
That's cool. So reposition the enemy. That's nice. A hand. Oh wait, okay. I can only do that one thing, I see. Right. Tutorial 5, build and publish. Start to begin. Open the WebGL Publisher window in Publish, wherever that is. I see it, yep. Okay, yep. Get started. Select Create New WebGL Build. Create new folder to store the build. If you want to publish the existing builds, locate existing build. I shall call it build 1001. Can I just not make it? No, why would I make a shortcut? Folder called build 1001. There you go. There. Next. Oh, oh, I see. It's doing something.
Hey, I need to drop out for a bit, but I'll
Okay.
probably be back in half hour or so.
I'm going to be wrapping up about that time. So, but thank you very much for all your help this afternoon, this evening. It's really been helpful.
Yeah, I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, speak to you later, mate.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so I'm waiting for this to finish building. Let's close this in the background so it's not taking in my resources. Just waiting for it to finish now. Ah, no, I didn't type that. I didn't type it at all. Come on, game. My overlays. My overlays. That's what I'm trying to do. What am I trying to do? What was I trying to do? I had an idea. What was I doing? I had an idea. It's got out of my head. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to change my sub goal. No sub goal, my follow goal. Sub goal's not going to change anytime soon. But my follower goal will. Yep. I'm gonna go for a nice round number. Yep, it's a good number that is. I think I need to do it to the other one as well, my Jackbox one. Overlay. Overlay. Oops. Luck in. Alright, luck away. Luck away. I was just doing some editing to both my goals I'd like to set. No, take your time. Take your time. I'm assumably stopped at this stage of this build, which is this native binary stage. It's not really seemed to move from this point yet. Okay. Oh, thank you. That's wonderful. Thank you for the sub. Ah, that really helps me out. You do not understand how much that helps me. By subbing, by the way, you now have access to my my sub emotes, which I have done myself. I don't know what happened there. Something's just gone awfully wrong then. Let's just switch over to the talk scene for now while we wait for Unity to sort of do something. Don't know what happened there. So I just decided just to close. If I get enough subs, I can actually make more emotes. I can unlock them. Yeah, Unity just died. Just suddenly died. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to touch it just in case, I don't know, something's actually happening. See if it's tanking my task manager again. Yeah, 100% CPU usage. Lovely. That is actually, I mean, I laugh, but that's actually, I mean, okay. It's not massively obvious, to be fair. It's not massively obvious as who it is. I wouldn't have noticed unless you told me. Yeah. No, you kind of don't, do you? The banhammer. Strike D, and you'll be ejected from the community. Yeah, I think Tuesdays are going to be like my game dev days, I think. I'm going to make a game on the Tuesday night. Then I'm going to be playing indie games on the Thursday night, and I'm going to do social games on the Sunday night. Honestly, bro, don't worry about it too much, my friend. Honest to God. I personally, I mean, I won't lie, it would help me if I had viewers that came back regularly, but at the same time, I'm just doing this because I enjoy this. I really like this. It's like giving myself something to do. Otherwise, I'd just be playing games. Oh, I just realised I promised that I'd play Rocket League. Whoa, hey, hi, hello, welcome Raiders, welcome one and all. I was just chilling. I was just literally chilling in my chair, and you came. Oh, Sean, I know this is something to do with you. You, you wonderful person. You very, very wonderful person. I will put so right. So give you guys a bit of a lowdown. I have started to make a game. I'm learning to make a game. So far, you've missed me try my luck at Game Maker, which I did some stuff with, and I can show you what I've been. Oh, Alex! Hi, Alex. I recognise that name. How you doing? Yeah. So I started working on Game Maker, doing some stuff on that, learning that, and also I've just booted up Unity, and I'm working through a tutorial on making a game, platformer game on that. So my intention is to make a 8-level platformer, which will have 8 different, like 2 sets of different world platforms. So every world has 2 stages, and it will be very short. Because let's be fair, there's no point in going for a big game, and that's my goal. My goal is to make a game this year and publish it. And when I say publish it, not publish it, I mean as in allow it to be played by other people. So that's what Tuesdays are going to be. So you've come on a day that I'm actually doing actual work and chatting with the community and everything else. And actually, I was just going to. I don't know if you guys are. Oh, yes. K Plays was actually giving me some advice on Game Maker just moments ago, so you missed that as well. But I was just going to play some Rocket League, just because I could. So, if anyone here wants to play with me, they're more than welcome to. If of course you. Oh, hey. Again, something's happening. What's happening? Why is there something happening? Ah, thank you for the follow. It's just I just popped on my screen. Do you like the fact that my emoticons just bellow on the screen when I get follows? It's just cool. It's just like I need to make this interesting, and it's just like someone follows and everything goes mad. I drew those emoticons. I'll have you know. I drew them myself. Cool. Right, so let's just finish this. Okay. Excellent. Right, so I'm going to show you what I've been making, and then I'll boot up some Rocket League just to end the show, and then you guys, I'm next streaming on Thursday, which I'll be playing some Undertale. I finished the game, but I'm just gonna make that ending a little bit more sweeter. For those of you who've not played before. And yeah, so I've got, this is going to be fun. I'm so excited. Okay, sorry, I'm all over the place. Thank you so much for the raid, by the way. That is just so incredible. I'm proper smiling. You've made my night. Oh my god. Right, so let's go through this. So we have, let's just close that for a second. Right, so we have a few things that we're going to be messing around with right now. Let me show you what I'm doing with Unity. So I've been working on Unity just now before you guys get bored. So I've just been, so bear with me, I'm just going to switch over to the live stream. There we go. So this is built in Unity. So this is like a tutorial build. So a lot of the assets, a lot of the stuff that's already pre-existed, but I've just been editing a few bits and pieces as to experiment of how the build engine works and how to understand how I can manipulate it to make an actual game, right? So if I press the play button, what should now happen is it should just run the game, okay? So this is the game. Again, the assets are like I just died. But you get the gist. So this is what I've been making, or editing, I should say. This is like predefined assets. I can't jump. Why can't I jump? Oh, I got to press and hold the button. That's why. Oh dear. Whee! Right. So this is kind of what I've been making. And once I start messing around with it, I died. So once I mess around with it more, you guys will actually be able to play this real time after I've published it and it's available, right? So that's what we're doing with this. So that was Unity. If I just quickly switch back to the talk stream, while I just switch it up a bit. I mean, if I can get to that stage where I think if the community thinks it's a good enough game that people want to play it, I'll put it on Steam. But initially, I'm going to put it on itch.io, whether it's itch.io, I don't know how you say it, which is like a free platform to stick games like this on. And I'm just going to keep building platformers until I get good at it, and until I start learning it, and then I'm going to learn to script and code and stuff. And I'm going to do it all on live. So I have got no past experience in this stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. So it's all going to be like proper, yeah. Good. I mean, it's going to work as well as the first release of Cyberpunk. Let's be fair. Should say things like that. Alright, okay. So Game Maker Studio was the other platform that I've been learning. This one isn't as UI intent, like it doesn't have as much like drag and drop stuff. But Kay, who was in the chat moments ago, they were helping me understand how I can do a bit of plug and play and manipulating of data and stuff. So let me just quickly show you that one as well. And let me just quickly boot it up, and I'll show you what I've been doing on that. This was not as pretty, but this is actually a lot more my own work. So this is like assets that I've been putting together and a lot of stuff that I've been doing, okay? So please be gentle with me. I'm still learning this stuff. So this is all brand new. Yeah, I can't promise the less bugs, but I will do my damnedest to make this as interesting as I can do, okay? So if I hit play now, what you'll see is what I'm deeming as my intro stream. So again, I apologize, the assets are not amazing, but this is just giving an idea of what I'm doing. So there's a character, he's moving from left to right. We've got the background, or the heels moving in the background to give the impression of movement and moving forward. And you've got some clouds in the sky moving quite slowly too, to give it like an idea of like the different things happening. Gives it kind of real world effects. And then if we press enter, we have this. It's highly influenced by Super Mario Brothers. What can I say? I'm a guy that's been gaming for a very long time. A lot of my influences are going to be from retro stuff. Let's be fair. If I'm going to make a 2D platformer, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to my roots, and I'm going to bring out the stuff that I enjoyed in the games, and I'm going to try my best to kind of put them into the games I would like to make myself, and take those elements I really like and really add those in. So here we are. We have my little character, and he kind of moves left to right at the moment, and he got like a little hop at the moment. But that's as much as I've done on that. And there you go. It's just it's fallen down through the platform because I don't know why. No idea. But there we go. So that gives you a breakdown of those two things that I'm learning. So I might stick with Unity for now, because it's a little bit more UI pleasing. It's a little bit more simplistic. So it'll be easier for me to sink my teeth into and really see what I'm doing and really working these platformers out. And then once I start learning that stuff, I can then build the next levels, and then how more difficult I can make it, and bring in new enemies and all that lovely cool that stuff that you would expect. And hopefully that will mean that we can then make a game and everyone can play it, and that'd be cool because it would you guys can actually play games I'm making. And now, so let's play some Rocket League. If there's anyone here that is playing who would like to play Rocket League, feel free to reach out to me in the comments and we can hit friends up on. I play on Steam. I don't know if that matters. I can probably go through Epic Games. I genuinely don't know. However, I play using a controller on Steam because I am one of those people that like to do that. So I'm just going to pause background music because there is no point, because this game is going to have music in it. I'm not even entirely sure if Rocket League's music is okay. I'm hoping it is for Twitch. We'll find out together, is what I'm saying here. Of course, if anyone wants to play along or play, that's great. I'm going to play for a little while. I'll probably play maybe half an hour or so, a few games. And then I'm going to probably call that a night, because this is generally I play until about midnight-ish. But oh no, that's cool. Honestly, I am over the moon that you influenced a raid over here, and of course I'm more than happy to follow that person who made that happen, and all those here who are Twitchers, etc. Because at the end of the day, we're all here to try and encourage a community, build communities. We can only do that if we're willing to take people in and to love one another, and that's what I like to do. So yeah, I really, really bloody appreciate it. I couldn't be more British if I wanted to be sometimes, could I? Right, let's get this up and running. Let's bring that to the foreground. Why is that not coming to the foreground? What are you doing? There we are. There he is. Right, let's wait for that to upload.